Happy Friday, you lovely lot. It is Friday I did just check. It is Friday the 12th of August, and you're joining us for another, it's probably not going to be fun-packed. It is a flat-out busy, as per usual, this time of year at our B&B. The time is 1 o'clock. I've literally just finished washing up, legged it over to the new Cheers HQ to grab a memory card so I can catch up with you lovely lot. And you know, I think as I mentioned to you lot before, I actually get more out of this than you lot, because you know it is a massive release, because it just gets a lot of stuff off your chest. It, you know, motivates us to be a bit more positive, because you know life's a bit tough at the moment. We're flat out. It is, you know, all you're hearing on the news is doom and gloom. But I can tell you something, it will all be all right. This will all be all right. So if you are worried and you are stressing and you feel like there's nothing you can do about it, we're probably all feeling a bit like that at the moment, you know, and I'm not going to bang on about it, but I'm telling you now, it will be all right. Because, you know, what's the alternative? It's got to be all right. It is worrying times. But yeah, you know, keep on keeping on, just keep swimming, and it will work itself out, I promise you. Okay, so, as I say, I had to come over here to find a memory card. Living in two different places is not ideal. First of all, not 100% happy about leaving Luke behind every night, but he seems fine. Luke's been doing some sim racing, and yeah, we're kind of in, so twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Luke goes online with some other like-minded people, and they're racing in a championship, which is really, really good. So on a Monday, he's racing Mark IV MX-5s, and on a Thursday, he's racing, on a Tuesday's MX-5s, and then on a Thursday, he's racing TCR cars. And it's really, really cool because it has live commentary. So it's really, really good. I'm loving it. And yeah, this is how sad it is. If someone said to me, Keith, if someone said to me 10 years ago, Keith, in 10 years time, you and your beautiful wife will be sat on the sofa watching your son play video games online, I'd be like, don't think so, mate. That does not sound like something I would do. So yeah, but Luke is loving it there, and as I say, it is flat out. So we are normally up at 5:30 each morning. We're running the B&B full bore, and then we come home to like Cheers HQ, new one, about 10 o'clock at night. So Luke's only sleeping there, and to be honest, he's in his room, shouting and screaming and giggling to all his mates. So Daisy's here. It hasn't taken Daisy long to be a little bit untidy. But yeah, so living in two different places is challenging, and I suspect it is actually causing us more work. Yeah, breakfast this morning was hectic. So we had, how many did we have? Had 33 for breakfast this morning. Oh, it was a nightmare. It was actually quite easy on me because we've got so many lovely international guests staying with us at the moment. They all like the continental stuff, so I did a few cooked ones, but I think only half people had cooked breakfast. But Tracy and Daisy got mullered on toast because we've got like one of those conveyor belt toasters. That was like, the wheels were coming off that. Running out of glasses, running out of plates. A couple of demanding guests. You know, I think they kind of think that it's a full-on hotel, when really we are like we're weird. You know, we are a really big guest house. That's how I describe us. So we've got 18 rooms. So on full capacity, you're looking at 33. That was one of the busiest breakfasts we've done. But we don't have an evening operation, so we don't have an evening restaurant. But you know, who knows in the future? Tracy and I have got some plans and stuff that we need to go through moving forward, you know, because got to keep moving forward, otherwise it gets a bit boring. Right, so I have got to also, again, I appreciate this isn't super interesting for everyone. Our laundry company are a right old nightmare, so we've had to be doing some of our own laundry this week for the business. So we've got 2 washing machines at the B&B, 1 washing machine at Cheers HQ. All of them have been rattling around flat out. But yeah, I don't know what this weekend's going to bring, to be honest, because we are full up all weekend. So it could just be me chatting to you lovely lot and getting a bit off my chest. So strap yourselves in. Thanks a bunch. Right, I've done all my bits and pieces here, so I'm going to head back to the B&B because it's a bit flowery time now. So I've got to water all my flowers and, you know, boxes at the front and the back of the B&B. I'm fairly sure I've killed something in the new garden, but something else in the new garden is flourishing. It's a bit weird because, since, you know, we've got a semi-detached and our gardens kind of look over one another, and we are on like quite a new development, which I love. But there is someone outside in the garden. Might be a bit weird. Hello, I'm your new neighbour. Oi, oi. But I'm going to show you. There's one plant, again, not into plants, kind of getting into plants, that is just loving life out there. Have a look at this bad boy. Right, this is our garage. This was one of the things that I was really excited about because, you know, not had a garage in over 12 years. So again, full of old junk stuff that I've been carting around for the last lifetime. But the plan is kind of at the moment to set up some sort of home gym in here, and also there's a strong chance that we might have to store a racing car in here at some point. But yeah, so this is our current situation. So we've got the Peloton bike there, we've got Tracy's push bike, there's Daisy's pink BMX, there's my BMX. So this BMX I have had for about 40 years. This lovely BMX I have been carting around from house to house. In fact, I am actually thinking of getting rid of it, because what's the point? I take it from house to house. I'm not going to do, you know, anything with it. It's 40 years old, and there must be some sort of demand for like retro or vintage. That I know there is, because I'm on a couple of Facebook things. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pop it on there, and because it's not really, someone might love it, and I love that bike. I still love that bike, but I'm never going to be able to do anything with it, so I'd love for it to go to somebody that's got a passion for it. So yeah, that's my plan. Also, there's my mountain bike there, which I need to get out on. There's Luke's old mountain bike, which he's outgrown. There's Luke's BMX, which, you know, is not going to get used again. We need to start getting some stuff online and selling it. But yeah, I'm going to sort this out over time. I've also bought a pressure washer because I really want to wash my own car, and also our disco is like properly dirty. So if I get a chance this weekend, I'd love to wash my car and like do it properly inside and out, because I haven't washed my own car in forever and I used to quite like it. So if on the slim chance I get the chance to do it, that would be, you know, a right old result for this weekend. Anyway, back to the B&B, sort everything. Hello, amazing member of staff. Welcome to the vlog.
It's hot.
It's hot. Oh look.
Very hot. It's been very hot and hard work today.
Oh my god.
I need a raise.
I can't remember the last time I saw the Cheers Ears camera.
I know.
This is quite nice.
I know, we vlogged last weekend, but you weren't about.
Oh.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
You look very manly. You look, I think it's your beard.
Yeah, I need a shave.
I like it.
Yeah, I shaved first thing this morning, but like, just like so manly.
That testosterone is just flowing through you.
Yeah, you know, just it's the heat.
It is the heat. How's job?
Job is warm.
It's warm, isn't it?
It's warm. We're getting by. We've got the dream team though.
We have got the dream team.
No, it's just me and Daisy.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Just me.
Yeah, that's just Daisy, really. Trundling along, we're almost done. It's takeaway night tonight.
It is takeaway night.
That's what's pushing me onwards.
Nice.
Right, 3, 2, 1, say what takeaway we want. 3, 2, 1. Curry.
I wasn't ready.
Okay,
Curry.
should we all do it together?
Edit that out?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Right,
3, 2, curry.
Curry.
Right, we'll try
Right,
again.
I think it's because you weren't doing
Okay.
it. Okay, right.
3, 2, what? Korean
Curry.
barbecue.
Curry. Oh!
Every single time we've done that, I've unintentionally not even made words.
All right, last time.
Okay, right.
3, 2, 1. Curry. Oh, we did have good fish and chips the other day.
No, but that doesn't count as a table. Luke and I have had this conversation before. Fish and tits.
Fish and tits. Daisy Pullen, that is not on.
Fish and tits.
Fish and chips
Sorry,
doesn't count as a takeaway.
Must be some sort of
Right, back to work. Right, flowers. We've not. Did we decide on what takeaway?
I think curry.
Curry. I'm down for a curry. Right, come and have a look at the flowers. Then I'm going to water them. Right, so these are the ones out the front. This one's actually taken over the window. And that's one of the baskets there. Here's the other one on the opposite window. Right, and you may remember a little while ago we've sort of reinstated all the letting rooms out the back, which are all let out at the moment, but the flowers out here are looking great. Got to do the bins in a minute, get them all sorted out. They're not overflowing like that ordinarily when we got guests in. Our fader's looking very happy there. So yeah, it's all looking very colourful. What we got there then?
I've got kimchi, right? But I actually think it is the whole half a cabbage.
Excuse the state of
So
the
I
kitchen.
can't get in.
Let's have a look. I'm going in. Ooh. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure how you're going to tackle that.
I don't know whether maybe I'll chop it up and put it in like a box.
Does need chopping up. Oh, it smells good.
Oh, can you see it straight out of the bag?
Yeah.
Ooh, kimchi.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, it's spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy kimchi with the boys.
This is an impromptu come tie with me
Oh yeah, who would have thought?
in a very messy kitchen.
Oh yeah.
It needs chopping up properly.
Oh yeah.
That's really good.
That is really good.
Right, there's like a packet.
Not something on the left.
There's something in the packet called a gas absorber
Yeah,
because it's like because it ferments, doesn't it? So what is
Yeah.
kimchi? It's like fermented cabbage.
Cabbage. Which sounds disgusting, but I really like it.
It is really nice. So there's the packet.
Well, I'm going to chop it up. Shall I get it out?
Yeah, but I want to see what the gas absorber is.
Oh,
Ooh.
so it's like one of those little like things that you get in boxes. That's it.
It's really good.
It looks so horrible though, doesn't it?
It does look horrible. It looks like something like on one of those sea fishing programs that comes up from the deep.
It looks like you're not supposed to eat it.
It
That's
is,
for sure.
it is yummy. Luke's been over there as well. He's got some chicken karaage. So suitable for microwave, juicy chicken, authentic Japanese flavour. He's got some sort of spicy big wings and marinade kit. And, oh, firm favourite with Luke, he always comes back with, seaweed. And what else did you get?
I got Mogu Mogu, which are like the best drinks ever. That's close.
Yeah.
The best drinks ever, if you can ever find them. It's like, it's almost like squash, but it's got like these coconut chewy things in. It's well good.
This is what I have to put up with.
I can't put my arms down.
Luke asked me to look, you got very sweaty pits.
I'm stuck. I've been weeding.
Right, it is 3:45. Daisy and I are back at Cheers' HQ because what are we doing
We're doing Couch 5K.
on a hot day?
Boiling day.
What are we doing? Week 3?
We're still on week 2.
Hmm?
Week 2.
Week 2. It's a bit warm.
It's very warm.
Right, we're getting our gear on. Getting our run on. Right, where is my light? There is no light there. There is no light. There's my light. Yeah, we've been for a nice old run. How far did we go?
We did 4K.
4K. And because it's the Couch 5K that we're doing, we're on week 2. And
It
yeah, it's nice because you run for a bit, you stop for a bit, you run for a bit, you stop for a bit. And because Daisy's listening to it on the app, I was listening to music. And I've got, the headphones that I use are Powerbeat Pros. And the fit is really good, but they're so finicky. One connects, the other one doesn't connect. I'm fed up with them. And this is the second pair. I took the first pair back, but this pair is just like, the fit's so great. I did have those little Bose ones before, but I took them back because they kept falling out. But these Powerbeats are just, they're Powerbeat Pros, and I'm not happy with them. The fit is kind of okay. The sound is kind of okay, but they just don't connect properly. It's really annoying. And I've got this running thing because you can keep your phone in it. So you're running along and you can look at your phone and you've got a little pocket for your key. But I'm not wearing it anymore. I'm not getting on with it. Feel like I'm wearing... Daisy's just had a little spin.
I keep forgetting this chair spins.
It feels like I'm kind of wearing some sort of sports bra. I feel like a bit of a plonker when I'm wearing it. And it's not comfortable. I'm going old school. I'm going to get a bum bag again.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
When you said old school, I was picturing an armband.
Oh, that is old. Yeah, I might do that actually.
I actually think that's probably quite an effective... Because I like leggings with pockets, however, these are just they're not like enough for them to not fall down when I run with the phone in my pocket.
Yeah.
But I don't like bum bag because as you're running it jumps up and down with you and that's just so annoying. But I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, I'm not happy with this.
I'd go armband.
Armband or fanny pack. Right, I need a drink and then we better do some more work. Right, it's 7:15.
Hello.
We went to the pictures last night.
Oh my god, we did. It was very good.
I haven't been to the pictures since before lockdown. I can't actually remember the last film I saw. And what was so lovely about going is, you know, when you're sat at home and you're watching a film, checking your phone, distractions, the great thing about being at the cinema, you're in, and all you're concerned about is not spilling nacho cheese down your front of your white t-shirt.
We still managed to do.
And what did we see?
We watched Where the Crawdads Sing, and it was amazing. I'd wanted to see it for a while because I'd read the book on our last holiday, and I loved it. It was brilliant. And as soon as I realised that it was being made into a film, I was like, I will find a way to watch that film.
Yeah.
And then you were like, let's go to cinema, or the pictures. And yeah, we just did it.
First of all, it was amazing because it was just Daisy and I, so it was like nice quality time together, and also that film is incredible. I absolutely loved it. So if you want to go and see it, go and see it, because yeah, I thought it was awesome. Absolutely fantastic.
It made me want to read the book again, which I'm not going to do. But
I'm a terrible reader. Takes me, I can't remember the last book I read, but I am currently trying to become a good reader because in our new bedroom we haven't got a telly yet. So I've got like a 10-minute window where, you know. So I thought I'd start reading a book. So I'm reading, what was it?
It's the Robert Iger book. It's like, what's it called?
It's called Eye of the Iger. That's what I'd have called it.
What is it called?
It would be called
blue.
The Iger That Came for Tea.
Ride of a Lifetime.
Yeah.
So that was a Christmas present from you and Mum about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I read it in like a day. It was amazing. It was so good.
Yeah.
I would actually really recommend that.
Would
to
you?
anyone. Yeah, even if they're not super into Disney, which is unlikely with the people following us. But
Yeah.
that was such a brilliant book about, like, just... It was almost about how to run a business and how he ran the company, which was a bit weird, but like, I loved it.
Yeah.
brilliant.
So I will report back. I've been reading it for about a week. I'm about 5 or 6 pages in. My problem is I'll read a page and then I'll forget it. But I'm going to push through. I'm going to give it a go because I think my brain needs a bit of exercising. Anyway, it's 7:20. Tracy's on the phone to her mum doing her mum's Tesco order. And speaking of orders,
You've got an order to make.
got to order a cheeky old takeaway. So I better get on with that. Wait there for 5 minutes, Luke. No, don't come through. Right, we've just collected the order. But no, Luke, seriously, because you haven't got a shirt on. You've let yourself go. Yeah, so basically what happens when we get a takeaway in, flies. Luke comes in and treats this as like a buffet station, and then just grazes while we should be dishing up. Please, Luke, just come back in 5 minutes.
You know, when you said come back in 5 minutes, I thought I was getting like a surprise treat.
It didn't sound like that.
How are we?
Go.
So, we've not seen much of you lately. Go and put a shirt on.
Why?
Because you got a weird tan. Look,
Okay,
you got...
that little V.
Yeah.
Instructing term.
So you've been instructing a fair bit. You've been getting lots of nice praise. You've been getting a few treats from the instructors. Haven't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got to go out for an Atom passenger lap,
Yeah.
which was great. Hello. Yeah, basically I was a good worker. I was just...
Go and put a shirt on. This is weird.
What do you mean it's weird?
You're been a good worker.
Good worker. I'll put a shirt on. Hang on.
Right. You've been instructing. You've been a good boy, and they've been looking after you, haven't they?
Yeah.
They said you're a good worker.
I said I'm a good boy, and as a result, whilst I was on the job, so I got paid for it basically. I got to be taken around on a passenger lap by one of the other instructors who's been there longer, so he's allowed to do the hot laps in. Excuse me. The Ariel Atom, supercharged Ariel Atom. It was brilliant. Because of like racing and stuff and a lot of the instructing, you do get used to like a lot of the sensations, so you kind of get numb to it. It's like when you do loads and loads of roller coasters, you kind of like don't really feel it so much anymore. But that was one of the times where I got in it. We did 3 laps. He was just on it, just like pitching it in through the corners. I could definitely do it, but but no. In fairness, he could really pedal. His name's Scott. Really nice guy. He took me around for like 3 laps, just like bombing it around Landau and the Atom. It was so good. So, and I remember just like lap 2 as we're going through, I was just like, I'm being paid for this. This is great.
I know. What?
So
You've had some nice customers. You've been getting some nice reviews. Well, I'm going to have some of that. What have we got? This is a
cheesy keema
naan. And I mentioned earlier, you've been doing some sim racing.
Oh yeah.
How much fun is that?
Yeah, real good.
Is it alright if I put a link to it in the description? So,
Nate, the guys that stream it's really well done, and they're always asking for it to be sort of promoted a little bit more. So if anyone wants to check out, it's weekly. I'll be running most Tuesdays and Thursdays every week in Mazdas and PCR, which are like touring cars. It's really well done. I'm not that quick. I'm much quicker in real life than I am on the sim. But I'm getting there. With every race I'm getting a little bit quicker, I'm more used to it. But and a couple podiums and a win.
it's so much fun to watch, and the like production quality is so good with the commentary and
It's very good.
Yeah.
And we're all just chatting away. You got Andy the Talent McEwen, who won the TCR one last year and does a lot of the commentary in real life for BRSCC and TCR Europe and British GT, all that good stuff. Just a great group of guys, and yeah, have some fun. This is delicious.
nice. I'm going to have a piece. There's mine. So I've got a vegetable danzak, mushroom rice, tarka dal, some potatoey spinachy thing, poppadom, and a roti. I've started having vegetarian curries because I think they're nicer. Saying that, Luke's... Yeah, I do, yeah. Saying that, Luke's naan bread, which is keema and cheese naan, is about the dirtiest thing I've tasted in a while. It's awesome.
Proper filthy.
Proper filthy. Right, we're going to sit down and have some dinner. Right, it's 9:15. We are catching up with Stranger Things. Where's my light? We're catching up with Stranger Things. This has taken a long time because it's one of the programmes that we watch all together, and it's a bit like herding cats, getting us all in the same place at one time. So we're enjoying that. Luke's just gone down to get ice pops from the restaurant. We got cherries, but the lovely Mark and Sarah have given us the most incredible gift. How cool is this?
Star's just looking at you like, what?
And wait for it. We absolutely love this. And Star, what do you think? What do you think, Kylie? Right, it's late. We've toughed it out. Watched all the Stranger Things.
I can't swear, but what?
We are shocked.
We're shooketh.
We are shaken to our core.
It was 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It was
too long.
It was an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, there was some great stuff going on
Oh my
in the middle of it.
Yeah,
It was
no.
just like, whoa.
Kylo was well up for it, weren't you, mate?
Look at his arm.
Yeah.
Loving it.
He's gangstered out. Didn't give us any answers. No, like real, like.
Well, no.
Well, there's no
No, it kind of tied up some stuff. Basically, it looked like it was one big fat setup for the next series, which might as well just be a feature-length film.
But I like an ending.
Well, there's going to be an ending in 2 years.
Oh, but I'll have forgotten it all in 2
Well, guess
years.
what? We can watch it all again for you. It was really, really good. It was. Let's critique. Let's sit down, have a 20-minute discussion.
Nope, we're going to bed. See you lovely lot in the morning. Happy Saturday, you lovely lot. It is Saturday morning, just gone 11:30, and we are just done the thick end of the clear down. So we had 27 for breakfast this morning, and to be this sort of far forward at 11:30 on a Saturday morning, it's pretty good. Sounds a bit horrible, but it's not too bad. Everybody came down nice and early. So we had 27 people down within the space of 90 minutes. Fortunately, lots of them had toast, but the girls were under a bit of pressure. Morning, wife. How was that?
Yeah, it was actually alright.
Was, wasn't
yeah,
it?
The toaster got a bit of a caning because a lot of the international guests didn't want cooked, but they wanted lots of toast. Italians like sweet breakfast rather than a savoury breakfast, so they were having lots of toast and jam. And every time we bought a rack of toast, we go, oh, we'll take some more, please.
And you were like,
we were just like, the toaster's got about 6 in it already for other tables, but we'll get to you in a minute.
good job though.
Yeah, it was good. It
Yeah.
was actually quite good. Once the toast was done, it actually made it easier, but it was just a bit of a crunch point. But you know, nothing we can't handle.
Also known as the soft-boiled egg order.
Oh God. Yes, someone asked for soft-boiled egg in the middle of the order. We don't have boiled eggs on the menu because, well, you can explain. They're not easy to do when you've got everything else on the menu.
They're not easy to do when they're on the menu. I don't mind chucking a hard-boiled egg in and just, you know, letting it run its course. But, you know, doing a dippy egg is pretty tricky, especially when you got like orders in front of it, orders in behind it. And the main thing is it takes a it appears to take a disproportionate amount of time. So if you think your order comes in for a dippy egg, and then I'm not going to get to that order for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then I've got to boil the kettle. We have to use a special, not a special kettle, but basically our electrics are kind of old. So if we put too much power through our system, it trips out. Happens every now and again. So it takes 2 minutes, so 4 minutes to get to the order, 2 minutes for the kettle to boil. Then I've got to put it in a pan. Then I've got to get it to a rolling boil. That's like another 2 or 3 minutes. So you're at 9 minutes. Dippy egg, 5 or 6 minutes. That's like 14 minutes. So all of a sudden, you know, once we've chopped the soldiers up, chopped the soldiers up and sent it out, it could be like close to 20 minutes. And people must. I wonder if people think they're doing us a favour. Oh, just.
Boiled egg because it seems easy.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of boiled eggs, I've got some hard boiled eggs. I'm going to have those for my breakfast. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do today. I'm going to go for a run at some point. But yeah, a bit worky, and you know, we'll take you lovely lot along with us. Right, 12:30, all done. Sounds like early check-ins are going on upstairs, so sort the bins out, see what's going on upstairs. Right, so I would describe, if we were to write a book about running a B&B, here's what I'd call it, or one of the titles. I'm trying to think of a better one. I'd actually call it like An Interrupted Life.
Yeah.
Because it's constantly, so basically, there's my lunch, and I've just checked a man in who's super nice but kind of nervous, and in our sort of locale we've got 3 or 4 skydiving sites. So we do get a lot of skydivers, and I always do the same thing, but this guy actually took it seriously. I said, oh, what are you down for? Oh, I'm doing a skydive tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, which one? And he's like, oh, it's the Old Sarum one. I said, you'll be fine, that's like the 3rd safest one around here. And he just looked at me panicked, and I just thought, I'm gonna scratch this a little bit further. I said, don't worry, the ground's really soft because of all the rain we've had. Oh no, we haven't had much rain. Anyway, I sent him off to park.
Cool. Did you put him out of his misery and tell him it was all right in the end?
I think at the end, I'm doing him a packed breakfast. We're best friends now. It's 5:58 and you're joining me live from the sofa. Hello.
Hello.
So, I went out for a run today. It's so hot out there. It is like properly bonkers hot. So I did a run, that was pretty tough. I've been to Tesco's, that was fine. I've been to the house, moved some furniture around, and now we are strapping ourselves in for a bit of dinner, and the laundry company have mucked up our towel allocation. So what are you doing tonight?
Washing and drying towels.
And what am I doing tonight?
Ironing pillowcases.
What? Daisy has joined us. Hello. How are we?
Yeah, I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, what's going on with your hair? It's gone super frizz.
I don't have frizzy hair. I've never had frizzy hair.
And now...
But today it said they're so hot. And it happened like immediately after I washed my hair. This has never happened. And all of a sudden I have frizzy hair and...
Not a
Does that even
fan.
happen in Florida?
No. It's not even happening in Florida.
So we are still waiting for a few rooms to check in. Everybody that's checking in is very nice. So yeah, we're going to start doing some work, and I don't know what tonight's going to bring, but right. So for dinner, Daisy is vegetarian, so I'm kind of eating more vegetarian than I would have done ordinarily.
I do eat fish.
Yeah,
I don't want people to be like vegetarian.
yeah, but I'm enjoying it. So Daisy and I are having sea bass fillets. Tracy and Luke are having fillet steaks. We've got some Jersey Royals on the firm. One of these cheap, super quick Caesar kits. Was that the doorbell? Interrupted. Right, steaks are all done. Tracy has a fillet, so does Luke, but I've bashed Tracy's out because I want them to cook at the same time. So they've just got olive oil on and salt and pepper. Right, steaks are on the grill, and we use these all the time. Probably not the most cost-effective way to do. We should look at this because yeah, they're like £2 each. But you get your lettuce, your salad dressing, and your cheese and your croutons. So they're all, you know, they are really nice. I had to go for a bigger bowl, so that's 2 packs. That'll feed 4 of us, and that'll be plenty. So you got the croutons, salad dressing, and some nice Parmesan cheese. Steaks are happy, spuds are happy, salad's being done. I'm just melting some butter in the pan, just a little bit. And now I'm going to put the sea bass in there. And I'm doing with some salty peas, just got some capers going in there, and a bit of lemon juice. But they'll only go in at the end. I can't remember if you start, I don't actually cook fish like this very often. I can't remember if you cook the fish, you start it like skin down or skin up. We're about to find out, and I'm going to put some skin down.
Yeah, like the skin on the pan.
Yeah, we start with that.
That's what HelloFresh always says.
Okay, and then yeah, you can start skin down, salt and pepper on the fillets, and lemon juice and salty peas at the end. Done. Steaks are resting nicely there. Always, I've not done like cooking with Kifo for a while, but if you are cooking steak, try and get them to room temperature before you cook them, and then always let them have like a little bit of a chill out for about 5 or 10 minutes before you eat them. Just tastes a bit better really, so everything sort of relaxes a bit. I think that fish is ready. Time for dinner. Right, there's Daisy. So it's good, mate.
Yeah, thanks for making it.
No worries. Right, it is 9:30. We've just done the final lock-up. Someone still hasn't turned up. It's weird that people still do that.
Yeah, I always check when I'm staying somewhere what the last check-in time is.
Yeah. So we've left a note on the door, and we've just done a couple of packed breakfasts for some guests that are going off super early in the morning. We've done the pillowcases for tonight. We have just watched The Despicable 3, Mr. David and Mr. Ian, and we're currently watching The Stranger Couple. So we're going to hang out here for another half an hour or so, and then head home.
Head home.
So we'll see you lovely lot in the morning. Happy Sunday, you lovely lot. It is. Is that right? Still not changed from when the clocks went. Better change that. Or wait until it changes back next year. Talking about the clock up on the wall. Didn't change it last time. It is 4:45. been a bit of a day, to be honest. Breakfast went really well. We had 27, nice and smooth. I'm currently in like a really scruffy room where we are getting all the towels and stuff laundered because our laundry company has let us down. And I've been running solo today. Tracy's not been very well, which has been a big worry because she's ended up in A&E. So not really the day we were expecting or hoping for. Tracy is a bit of a worrier, and for her to go to A&E because she had like a pain in her side is, for me, quite alarming. Because when you run your own business, especially like something in hospitality where it's like this, you can't be ill, and if you are ill, you can't be ill, and if you want to stop, you can't really stop. So for Tracy she got through breakfast service and was just like, I said, look, go and have a lie down. And she went and had a lie down. Then she came down halfway through wash up and she went, I'm going to go to A&E. I'm going to get Daisy to take me. So that's always a concern. So I think she's okay. We've been texting backwards and forwards. It's about 4:45. So she's on her way back and we'll see how she's getting on. Luke's been awesome. Luke did the Tesco shop. Did a good job. It's Daisy's day off today. So she spent that in the car park in A&E watching Netflix, waiting for her mum. Not the day we had planned, but hey ho, it is what it is. Just checked some lovely Australian ladies in that turned up to their hotel in Salisbury and it was shut, like gone out of business shut. So we've looked after them, just sorted out their towels. It has been a bit bonkers, but we are a solution-based family and we just push on. So yeah, I've been worried about Tracy, but yeah, she is on her way home. I think they've given her some drugs. So it should be a fun time to Tracy when she gets back. And yeah, we'll catch up in a sec. It's coming up for 6 o'clock. Tracy's back after being skiving off all day.
It was a long time.
You alright?
Yes, I'm alright.
Yeah.
I'm alright.
They've given you some pills.
I've got some tablets.
Yes.
Yes, I'm okay. They did lots of tests. I had to hang around, did lots of scans and tests and
Poked and prodded.
poked and prodded. But yes, I've got some antibiotics that I've got to take. So.
And you can't have any wines.
I don't want any actually. I'm feeling a little. You can tell I'm ill. that's a sure sign that I'm poorly. That I'm really not interested in wine. So, yeah, not 100%. I'm all right, but not 100%. But I've got the tablets that will get me there. So.
Yes, and we got another busy week.
Yeah, they did give me some cocodamol, and I feel a bit woozy and a bit tired. So yeah.
A bit wibbly wobbly.
Shout out to cocodamol.
Right, so we are probably going to call it for the weekend now. We have got a busy week. We're racing at Cadwell next weekend for Luke's Racing, so we'll be recording that. I'll talk a bit more about that next week. So yeah, it has not been the weekend we expected, but we are winning and we are getting on with things. So yeah, thanks so much for coming along with this, because yeah, I've since sort of getting back in the routine, I'm definitely feeling better, because the one thing that I've always said is this is a great outlet for us just to as a bit of a distraction. Right, I've just got some more pillowcases on. I've got some more towels rattling around. Star is not liking the heat. No, off you go then. Tracy is taking it easy. All right. We're gonna have a takeaway.
Luke's happy about that.
You happy about that, Luke? Right. Hello, Sam. Welcome back to the vlogs.
I know, it's been a while.
It's been a while, and we're watching the foosball.
Let's
A bit of football. We've got 2 great teams fighting it out for absolute dominance in the Premier League.
Right, Daisy, what are you reading?
I'm like 6 pages into this. Mum read it on holiday.
How's it turning out so far?
It's alright, I'm 6 pages in.
Nice. Right, we have McDonald's for tea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, can you feel like some disappointment? Yeah.
I love it. So if you want burgers,
You do make a good burger.
make a mean burger.
So that was brand new information to the children. I think they'd suspected that it was going to be a takeaway this evening. But Mac as it is. It's quick, it's easy, it's not the most expensive takeaway. They're probably, you know what they were holding out for? Great big curry, great big Chinese. Not happening, is it? Right, they're just putting their order together, see what we're going to have. We've definitely got to sort this room out. This room is hectic at the moment. Yeah, I need to sort out some. People leave all sorts of odds and sods behind. So phone chargers, which is kind of handy, and adapters. Lots of international guests come and ask for these, which is weird. You know, I don't think I would travel without an adapter, but it happens more often than not. But you know, we're happy to oblige. Some people take them with them, a bit cheeky. Some people leave them behind. And speaking of stuff being left behind, I was thinking we need to sort out our lost property cupboard. Maybe we'll get you guys to join us with this. So yes, people leave all sorts of things with us, and every 6 months or so we have a bit of a turnout and have a bit of a sort out. So we might share that with you one time. So hopefully the kids have got their orders together, and we're going to head off to Mackey's.
Hi, Daddy.
Stop doing that, it's annoying. You know what I mean. Even when I pick the phone up, when I phone you, so, hello Daddy.
Hello, Daddy.
Right.
Insert clip of home video where little Luke had a weird nasally Cockney accent and went, Daddy.
It's so strange. I've tried the halloumi fries. They are excellent.
Yeah.
Bert's just got all the chicken nuggets in the world. Daisy McPlant.
Love it.
That's your new name. It is me, Daisy McPlant. And Tracy is not allowed food because you're nil by mouth. Otherwise you get shambonged on your big drugs.
I've messed it up. I've missed my timings because I have to take my tablets at a certain time with food, and I've mucked it up.
What is it you're on?
I've got to wait a bit. It's just an antibiotic, but I've got to leave 4 hours between eating it. It's all very complicated, and I've mucked it up.
And
I'll wait a little bit before I have something to eat.
And I've gone old school Big Mac meal. So we are currently sat down watching the lovely Mr. Adam Hatton and Gary C. How good does that boat look? Ship.
Stunning.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Stunning on the Disney Wish. I would Disney Wish.
And Luke has dug out his PlayStation 3 because there's a game on there called, is it called Jackbox?
Yeah.
So it's like an interactive game, so you put it on your phone and then you can like do quizzes and stuff. So I've heard lots of screaming and shouting coming from the lounge. How's Jackbox? Sorry.
Type in your lives now.
So they're having a nice time. I am just going to stick the ironing on because Sunday night means what? Pillowcase time. How many pillowcases do we need for tomorrow?
We're 46, so we've already got 16, so 30.
I'm going to do more than 30. I'm going to get a head start. Right, it is coming up for 10 o'clock. We are doing all the final lock-up bits. Still got a couple of people that haven't checked in, so just sorting out late check-in procedure out for them. And off home. Luke's in charge of the place. Tracy's definitely not 100%. She's just had a good old snooze on the sofa, but yeah, she's not feeling great. I think the antibiotics that she's on have definitely, you know, not agreeing with her, but she's had a snooze on the sofa. I've watched Adam and Gary's new cruise vlog, which was awesome. Done a bit of Tim Tracker. He's doing his not so scary Halloween party, so yeah, getting in the mood for it all. Anyway, so we're going to head back now. So thanks so much for following along with us as the printer goes off this weekend. Sorry it's been a bit worky, it's probably going to be like that for a little bit, except for next weekend, because Luke and I and the rest of the team are off to Cadwell Park for more Mazda racing, so really looking forward to that. So stay safe, be kind, look after one another. Cheers, ears.